Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a very random restricted. Why the fuck am I trying to say restricted? Good God, man. Welcome to a random impromptu is what I was trying to think of stream. Yeah, I don't know how many of you are in the elite dangerous kind of mailing list or anything like that, and I don't know how many of you have had an email today from Commander Ed Lewis, broadcasting straight from the Los Angeles system at E3. But there has been an announcement made that he's found a ship in HIP 17044, a Federation cap ship shot to pieces carrying data stolen from Professor Palin, and discovered something important about the unknown ships. There's a beacon in the wreckage broadcasting a message over and over, blah 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 blah. So, a video goes along with it. Not so much in the actual game, but kind of online. Now, what I'll do is while I'm talking, I've spent the last few minutes just running upstairs trying to wolf down some pizza and then get the thing fired up, and then try and see what's happening in the game. And I was going to try and show you the video. Because it does look rather nice. Let me just grab that video for you. Full screen it. Grab that screen for you. Nope. Add. Window capture. Okay. Want that window. Okay. Just let me quickly mute the game. We're doing that. Yeah, so there you go. That's what's coming. Confirmation that 2.4 is on its way, and confirmation that Elite Dangerous 2.4 will feature the official full return of the Thargoids. Which answers the whole thing everyone's been asking for the last God knows how long. Which is, are these unknown encounters with Thargoids, or are they just another alien race that is possibly the Thargoids? We don't know yet. Well, we didn't know, and now we do. So just let me pop into the window, and you can see what's happening in game. Hi everyone. I'll pop the music back on as well. I don't think you could hear it when I was actually preparing, because I'd muted the desktop. So yeah, that's an interesting video. Interesting events are coming. We know now that it's the Thargoids. It's not just any kind of alternate other race that could possibly be lurking out there for it. It is now confirmed to be the Thargoids, as of the message that Commander Edward Lewis sent. Actually, I should really get that up on the screen as well, shouldn't I, for you? But you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna get on with things and actually start heading out. So it's HIP 17044. It's gotta be fucking miles away, isn't it? Something up with the mouse tonight as well. 367. That's not bad. That's not bad. We can do that. That's a one-night journey. Yo, Deathwatch 101. How are you doing, mate? Welcome to the random stream of the century. I'm quite excited. I have to say, I am quite excited. redo that map, that route I think. Clear, plot. Right. So that's how many jumps? 15 jumps. That's not bad, we can manage that. How are we on fuel? Could do with a bit more, so I'll fuel her up. Refuel all. Repair all. Exit.
Confirm.
Stop it. Launch. Landing gear.
Landing gear up.
Oops. Overshot the target. What I will say is that I haven't actually flown around space stations and stuff for a while. I've been exploring for the last few months. Apart from the single mission that I did a few weeks ago with Drew, or tried to do with Drew. Didn't quite work out as planned, as I'm sure you're aware. Anyone who's watching this live, if you're a member of my private group, you can join me in my private group, which is where I'm flying tonight, as I always do. Power to engines.
That's all she's got.
Boost.
Boost activated.
Shall we watch the pretties? Pretty. Right, jump scoop time. Jump.
Jumping.
So, what's actually going on? So, yeah, Frontier are E3 at the moment. In Los Angeles, where they're obviously publicising the game to the max. And as part of that, they always take something really big to kind of release at E3. And this time they've released the information about the next release of the game, which is 2.4, and the Thargoids coming along with it, which is pretty cool. As part of that, they've been doing some live streams and kind of online interactive bits and pieces that we can do along with them. Last night they did ironically, I decided not to stream Elite Dangerous last night and stream something else, otherwise I'd have taken part in this. But last night they decided to stream some, or at least let us participate in, a bit of a small community goal to try and help Professor Palin out with some information about unknown ships and unknown encounters. I didn't take part in it, sadly, because I was busy already. I'd committed to doing a Lego Batman 3 stream. That's my kind of welcome back. Oh, dear me. My nose has been itchy all day. Jump.
Engaging jump.
Yeah, and obviously Commander Edward Lewis has been putting out missives to the crews, letting us know what's going on. So he sent an email out last night saying, can you please join us in such and such location and help Professor Palin out. As part of that, obviously, something kicked off, some information was given to the Professor, and today's announcement has been, and I shall read this as we come through hyperspace, this is an urgent message from Commander Edward Lewis. There are forces out there that don't want to know the truth, but I have to make this public. I found a ship in HIP 17044. A Federal cap ship shot to pieces. They were carrying the data the Fed stole from Professor Palin. The crew is dead, but they discovered something important about the unknown ships. There's a beacon in the wreckage, broadcasting a message over and over. It proves what we suspected. They're back, and the whole galaxy needs to know. The Thargoids have returned. Shit. Yeah. So I'm basically going along to HIP 1704459396225 to see what all the fuss is about, innit? I want to go and see what's in this message, and hear it / see it for myself. Because you know what? There was a hell of a lot of stuff was kicking off through the last few weeks in Elite, with all the unknown encounters and the unknown ships and all that kind of stuff. Jump.
Preparing for jump.
That I've not been able to get involved with because I've been writing this bloody RPG and not been well since January. So yeah, I'm damn well taking part in this, and my wife has very, very graciously given me the time away from her, which I promise I'll give her a few weeks of my time exclusively to do some of this. I'm hoping it's not going to be a long thing. I'm just going to do a quick stream to sort of fly from where I was to where I'm going, have a look at what's going on, and then I might stream the flight back, or I might not. It's the way I roll. I'm brown, so I can roll. This is the thing, has been actually getting all the flying kit back out again. I haven't had the joystick wired up completely because I've unplugged one half from the other over the last few days, few weeks, sorry, while I was rearranging stuff on my desk lately, and cleaning it, I would point out. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
So yeah, I had to get everything wired up again. I've not had the ED tracker plugged in for a long while, so I had to get that plugged back in and then recalibrate it. The only thing is I remembered about the ED tracker. Oops. That's the wrong mouse.
You'd better ask outside. There it is.
Yes, sir. The Oort Cloud, a theoretical shell of comets that is said to exist at the outermost regions of our solar system. The Oort Cloud was named after the Dutch astronomer who first proposed it.
It's crap, not Oort. And welcome to the ship, by the way. Welcome to the new ship. Anyone who hasn't joined me for a while, because I've been away. I've only done one stream over the last little while, apart from last night, which was taking part in Drew's community goal to try and save Salome, which you may have noticed. I think the image for that I've got on the Twitch stream is still the Save Our Salome one, so you may have seen that. But that's the only time I've really streamed lately. So the new ship. Yeah, the new hotness. There is a story reason for it, which I might go into. Yeah, we'll go into it, why not? It's something to talk about. Essentially, Selezen Lake as a character. I'm not in character tonight, I don't sort of play very often in character other than the occasional RPG session with people. Which I don't actually really do. It's mainly kind of storylines in my own head that I run through while I'm doing stuff. Yes, I play by myself. I'm not going to say that the way you want me to say it, so I'm not going to. Sorry, I'm very tired. I am very aware that I'm mangling so many sentences tonight. Jump.
Engaging
And forget to bloody hyperspace. Because I'm just so tired today. I can't believe how tired I am. Went back to work yesterday. I mean, I suppose I was mucking about in the office till 1 o'clock in the morning. But it's just made me so tired today, and I've been unable to put a coherent sentence together all day. So I'm probably going to ramble quite a lot today. So I do apologise. I haven't even had that much coffee to ramble excitedly. But yeah, so there is a storyline that goes along with Selezen Lake as a character that I'm kind of following through, kind of half in game and half on my own. And Selezen Lake is an employee of the Heeeere, the Historical Society. There is a video on my YouTube account called The Return, or The Recall. I've got to come remember what I called it now. That's weird. That's shocking. It's just a little sort of 5-minute video that I put together that was the reason why Selezen suddenly departed his journey from halfway around the galaxy, came back to human space. The summons, it was called. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Where was it? Yeah. Why he came back from halfway around the galaxy. And the reason is because, as part of the Heeere's Historical Society, there are certain aspects of history and the past and galactic events that interest the people that run that particular organisation. So the boss, Leon Wells, calls Selezen back to say there's something kicking off. We think it involves a certain project and is relevant to that project, so get your arse back here and try and get involved with this. The video didn't give away anything about what was actually happening. That was part of the stream that I did a few nights or a few weeks later, which was the Save Our Salome stream, which is Drew Wagar and his book Elite Dangerous Premonitions, which deals with Salome the character and what happens to her and what her task has been in the galaxy over the last few months. Rising the chair up a little bit because I just realised I'm sitting very low down. There's a reason for that as well, actually, which is good enough. Yeah, and the plan was that essentially what Selezen was doing, and the original idea was that Selezen was going to be along for the ride, trying to get information out of Salome, helping to escort her, but basically just there as a person to try and get this information, secure the information or the data that she had for the Heeeere, the Historical Society. It didn't quite work out that way, because I spent the entire stream trying to find where they were, and there was no way I was going to get told where they were, because for some reason my status as somebody who was kind of like in the inner circle of people who were supposed to know what was going on was kind of the moderators were not told, or whatever the reason was. Jump. All I know is that basically couldn't find them, so I spent a long time sitting on Discord listening to what was going on there, hearing where they'd been, and then trying to chase them to where they'd been. And every time I got halfway to where they'd been, they'd obviously left already, so I could not find them at all. They didn't even show up on my map because although I had Drew as a friend on Facebook, not Facebook, shut up, on Elite Dangerous, I don't have anyone else. I didn't have Salome as a character, as a friend, so I couldn't even track them through the map. Now that might have been my mistake, not entirely sure, but ultimately it meant that I couldn't find them. As you probably know, or as you may know, the story ended with Salome being intercepted and killed. So I failed in my mission. Selezen failed in his mission to capture, get a hold of Salome and get the information and so on and so forth. It was only pure luck that the information was then made public by members of Salome's inner circle, and we found out what was going on. All a message from a lady by the name of Rebecca. So, yeah, the upshot of that is, what had happened was Selezen was recalled back, didn't trade in the ASP, but gave the ASP back to the THS, and purchased this beautiful creature, the Diamondback Explorer Elizabeth's Requiem, which is kitted for light combat duties, and still it's an A-rated DBX basically all the way through, apart from a couple of things. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
And this is basically now Selezen's ship. It was going to be a THS specific ship, but I think I'm going to rebrand it and I'm going to have it actually as Selezen's own ship. Basically the upshot is he got back from this mission, had a new arsehole ripped for him by his boss, and was put on, shall we say, administrative duties. It's probably the best way to put it. Essentially he's been busted down to the archive. The ongoing story of Selezen at this point in time hasn't been really decided as of yet. What he's going to do, currently on administrative leave, and he's doing this little mission kind of off the books, so Leon doesn't know he's doing this. What Leon's doing under this at this point in time is unknown. I might write this stuff up at some point, you know, once I've got the RPG put to bed, and all I need to do for that then is marking, and then I might actually start putting pen to paper and do a bit of fan fiction around Selezen as a character. Jump.
Jump.
Halfway there. So yeah, that's it basically. Selezen's Tale. So in terms of the actual game itself, I know quite a few people are streaming tonight. Live Radio are streaming tonight, because why wouldn't they? Malik, Commander Malik, twitch.tv/Malik I think is broadcasting tonight as well. He's covering this stuff in more detail. The issue I've got, you know, obviously I'm not a particularly prolific streamer, I'm not a prolific game player, I've had a lot of stuff going on in the last few weeks and few months. So I've not really been in the game all that much. I don't really know what's been kicking off. I've missed out on all the dangerous artifacts and, not dangerous artifacts, all the unknown artifacts and unknown wrecks and all the unknown ship stuff and all that kind of stuff. I've been keeping up with it on YouTube, but sadly not really been able to take part in it. I'm also dealing with a rather neglected wife at the moment as well, who's been basically thoroughly and completely ignored for the last 3 months. Not the last 3 months, the last month and a half, while I've been getting the RPG finished up. So yeah, I have some reparations to make there. So that's basically been keeping me away from the computer, which is not something I mind, because, you know, I have missed her, she's missed me, and it's nice to sort of see her again. Jump.
Jumping.
But I do like the game, I do like what's happening, I am excited that the Thargoids are now officially back, and I did want to be part of that. I did really want to be part of that. And I've not been able to be, which is a bit gutting for me. But never mind. These things happen. We endure. But yeah, so what's been going on is that these unknown ships have been doing all the business. They've been using the barnacles as what seems to be a kind of refueling point or something like that. Perhaps using these meta alloys as fuel or as ammunition for their weapon systems or something like that. They've been going to these barnacles and collecting as much as they can collect, and then dropping a few things like a waste product possibly, and then fucking off again. Some nefarious commanders have been jump.
Preparing for jump.
Some nefarious commanders have been trying to intercept them and trying to beat them up and trying to do stuff to them. And not having a particularly large amount of success. Obviously moving a large object into another large object is going to affect it in some way, and they have been knocking them around the place a little bit, but done them absolutely no damage whatsoever, and ended up destroying themselves in the process most of the time. So yeah, these things are pretty tough, they're pretty unshakable, and whether it's as they are written or whether that's a function of the way that they've been included into the game, i.e. they're possibly a dummy object at the moment that doesn't really have an AI attached to it that does anything particularly offensive, they come across because of that, has been very confident, not really bothered by the buzzing of the natives, as it were, around their heads, and just content to just say, right, I don't really care. We're just going to go about our business, do what we need to do, and we'll deal with you as and when the time comes. And the hint I kind of get from that is that, oh my god, our time will come. The thing that pops into my head is that they have made quite a lot of effort to try and communicate, like they're using the unknown probes, if they are from the same people, as the inferences that they are. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
And so we'll see where that goes, but I think we're going to get our asses kicked at some point in the future. Either that, or we're going to get a huge surprise, and they're going to say, "Hello, would you like to be our friends?" I mean, it could be a combination of both. It could be, "Hello, we want to be your friends. You will give us all your shit, or we'll blow you out the bloody stars." Not the alien people would talk like that. They don't have received pronunciation accents, do they? No, probably not. American accents. Oh, politics. Oops. So yeah, it's all pretty fun and games. I am just glad that it's all coming to a bit of a head now. We're actually sort of finding out what's going on to an extent, and that we have had confirmation it is the Thargoids. Because one thing that Frontier have been good at over the last few years is teasing a lot of stuff and then taking a fuckload of time to deliver. There's a lot of closed mouth policy around Frontier's plans, what they're going to do with the game, and it does piss people off. It pisses the fans off quite a lot, I do know that. If I'm being honest, it pisses me off as well, because I like to know what's coming. I like to plan my gaming, plan what I'm doing, especially now that I have this kind of streaming thing going on. Jump.
Engaging jump.
It's nice to sort of know when I can be available, and if something's going to be happening, if something's going to be coming down the pipeline, it would be nice to know when it's going to be coming down the pipeline, even if we have to sign some kind of non-disclosure agreement, so we can't talk about it on streams or anything like that, but just to know that something is coming, this is when it's coming. So plan your streams around that. Would be nice. It would be nice. And they have this Pioneer program thing that people are involved with, and it's meant to try and assist people like streamers or YouTubers, or people who are making fan content for their game. Now there has been a huge kick-off in the last few weeks, I noticed, about fan content. Not from Frontier, but from the actual fans making the content, that they're not getting the recognition they feel they deserve. And I feel they're absolutely 100% spot on with that. Frontier always seem to have a policy, and I'm going to be a little bit controversial with this possibly, but over the decades Frontier have always had a policy of saying, you don't shake us, we won't shake you. We will let your stuff exist, close-lipped as we are, but if you start trying to make money from it, or you start to piss us off, then we will slap you down with a lawsuit. That's Frontier's attitude towards fan content. Unfortunately, now that they have fan content directly relating and tying into their game, other than actually just giving people the access to that stuff, jump, they're just
Engaging
saying,
jump.
we'll let you off. You know, we're still not going to say anything about it. Do what you want to do. We're not going to promote you. We're not going to do anything for you. We might mention you occasionally in the ridiculously repetitive newsletter that comes out, but we're not really going to do anything else. And it took these people shutting down their services, shutting down their websites, to actually knock Frontier into a bit of a gear and say, okay, fair enough, we'll try and give you a bit more support. And so far as I've seen, it's too little too late. There's been one Pioneer email come out, basically saying, oh, this is what's happening in Frontierland, but not necessarily what's happening in the game world. We need this kind of help. This is the jump we need. This is our jump. This is our stop coming. Just fuel up before we head on. So I think we just need that engagement. We need that kind of communication that's going to tell us what is happening. Give us some idea. Like something will be, even if it's just something like something will be happening on this day. Something will be happening around this day. Clear your calendar. Make sure you're ready to stream. We'll let you know what it's going to be just beforehand, and then you can go online. Please sign this NDA to say that you're not going to tell anybody else anything about it until the time it happens. It's not a big job. It's not a big kind of ask. If someone pisses you off or breaks your agreement, then you tell them to fuck off and don't do it again. You know, you don't give them that information anymore. They don't get the privilege of being part of the Pioneer group. They don't get the privilege of being in the inner circle of people who are creating fan content for Frontier, with Frontier's help. Frontier do help people with that a lot more than other game companies do. Jump.
Engaging jump.
So it's up to us as fans and as content creators and as streamers and YouTubers and bloggers and all that kind of stuff to do the job that we do. But we need the support to do that job. Take the risk, Frontier. Give us a chance. We'll show you that we can do this shit. I'm the biggest gossip that ever walked God's clean earth, and the amount of secrets that I'm wandering around with at the moment in relation to Frontier and what the RPG's doing and upcoming content and stuff like that, you know, there's hints and tips that I've been given that I'm not allowed to talk about. And not that I would talk about them. It's ridiculous. Right, we're here. Okay, I've now returned to the system, scanned it with the scanner I just bought, and I'm now doing I've read up on how to find the thing I'm looking for. Doing just that. Lesson 101 on how to engineer a good screenshot. bug. Okay, so I believe that's what you're looking for. The instructions I've read on how to find this thing, on how to find this wrecked ship, is finding a blue nebula. And that looks like a blue nebula. There should be a system called asteroid, or asteroid, which I can head towards, and that should at least target me towards that region. And then I head 11k that way, and we should find what we're looking for there. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
So now what I do is I set my target. Back to here again. Head up on. I love the DB-8. I think it looks like a gorgeous ship. Power to engines.
Power diverted to engines.
drop. Another one over there.
Locking onto target.
Target.
Selecting target.
Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar India Delta Romeo Echo Tango Uniform Romeo November Tango Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar India Delta Romeo Echo Tango Uniform Romeo November Tango Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar India Delta Romeo Echo Tango Uniform Romeo November Tango Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar India Delta Romeo Echo Tango Uniform Romeo November Tango Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar India Delta Romeo Echo Tango Uniform Romeo November Tango Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar India Delta Romeo Echo Tango Uniform Romeo November
Target.
Target locked.
Target.
Locking target.
Lights. Lights on.
Lights on.
Lights off.
Lights off.
Lights off.
Lights on.
Well, there we are. That's what we found. So, I'm gonna head back, I think. System map.
System map.
Exit system map.
Closing map.
Jump.
Jumping.
Boost.
Thrusters full burn.
Boost.
Thrusters boosting now.
Jump.
Engaging jump.
So, this system, our motley welcome to the stream, just at the end of a little exploration of that system. This says HIP, yeah, HIP 17044. There has been a community goal kind of thing going on. Don't think it's the same ship. I think you'll find that FDNRD5 is a common texture to pretty much all of the Federal ships, because there was two Federal Farragut class cruisers in that wreck pile, and they both had the exact same markings. So yeah, that's essentially the broadcast wreck site that was mentioned today by Ed Lewis at E3. If you get emails from Frontier, you'll see that there's something going on. They're doing the arrival of the Thargoids at the moment, and we've just been to investigate this this wreck site. And basically what happens is, if you watch this video back, either on the video on demand on Twitch or on YouTube, when I put it on YouTube later on, you'll see that there's a little distress beacon and a comms buoy that show messages that come up. Well, you fly it, you find it, you get a message, and essentially it spells out in phonetic alphabet, Thargoids return. So yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler, but given that that's what this entire stream was about, then you come in here expecting spoilers. But it's public knowledge now anyway. This is the Thargoids are coming. As of version release 2.4 of Elite Dangerous, we will be joined by the Thargoids. Exciting stuff. So I took the opportunity there to do a little bit of videoing. I may use that for some stuff in the future. I'm hoping that it's going to be interesting. I do have a planetary landing suite attached, don't I? I'll find out in a minute. Boost.
Boosting thruster.
Boost.
Thrusters. Boosting now.
Boost.
Boost active.
Boost.
Boosting thruster.
Boost.
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 Thrusters full burn.
Boost.
Boosting now.
Boost.
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 Thrusters full burn.
Boost.
Boosting thruster.
Boost.
Boosting now.
Boost.
Thrusters. Boosting now.
Boost.
Boost active.
Boost.
Thrusters. Boosting now.
Boost.
Boosting thruster.
Boost.
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 Thrusters full burn.
Boost.
Boosting now.
Oh.
All.
Oh.
All.
Go away. Boost.
Boost active.
Boost.
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 Boosting thruster.
Boost.
Thrusters. Boosting now.
Boost.
Thrusters full burn.
Boost.
Boost active.
Deploy landing gear.
Gear down.
Lights on.
Lights on.
Lights off.
Lights off.
So, that's my first proper Elite Dangerous stream for a while. A bit different than normal. There was actually a reason behind it for a change. It wasn't just one of those let's do a exploration stream and just see where things take us. It was specifically designed to have a look and see what's happening with the new revelations that the Thargoids are indeed finally coming. So, if you're watching this live, which there aren't many of you, but I know you are out there somewhere, if you're watching this live and you've enjoyed it, please throw me a like, throw me a follow or a subscribe or whatever it is magical that you do on Twitch these days, because it's been so long I don't know anymore. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then thank you for watching. If you like what you see, then by all means please subscribe or throw me one of those thumbs up things. And yeah, I hope you'll come back. Just going to do a few screenshots, because I do like screenshotting the new shinies when I land on a new planet. And yeah, I'll see you next time.